Liverpool's future, Van Dijk, Salah, and Alexander-Arnold's contracts. What's next? The fate of Liverpool's top players is in the air, and fans everywhere are wondering what the future holds. Will Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah stay at the club, or will they leave for new challenges? And what about Trent Alexander-Arnold, a player whose future at Liverpool seems uncertain? In this blog post, we'll break down the latest updates on these three key players and what it means for the Reds. The big question, will Van Dijk and Salah stay? The future of two of Liverpool's most important players, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, has been the talk of the town for some time. These two players have been absolutely crucial to the team's success in recent years. But now, with both players' contracts up for renewal, fans are on edge. So, what's going on behind the scenes? Virgil van Dijk, a new deal on the horizon? Let's start with the captain, Virgil van Dijk. Over the past few years, Van Dijk has been one of the most important players at Liverpool. His leadership, defensive skills, and calm presence at the back have made him a fan favorite. He has helped guide Liverpool to incredible victories, including winning the Champions League and the Premier League title. But with his current contract nearing its end, questions have been raised about his future. David Ornstein, a trusted reporter, has shared some good news for Liverpool fans. According to Ornstein, Virgil van Dijk is likely to stay at Liverpool. The talks about his new contract are going well. In fact, Ornstein stated that it's more a matter of when, not if, Van Dijk will sign a new deal with the club. There's no need to worry about the Dutch defender leaving anytime soon. It looks like he'll be at Liverpool for a while longer. What's even more reassuring is that Van Dijk himself has spoken positively about the situation. In an interview, he mentioned that there's been progress in the talks. While he didn't say anything specific about whether he would extend his contract or leave, the fact that he is speaking so positively suggests that he's happy at the club. This is great news for Liverpool fans, who would hate to see their captain leave. So, will Van Dijk stay? Based on all the reports and what he's said, it looks like Liverpool can expect him to sign a new deal soon. The future looks bright for the big man in defense. Mohamed Salah, the king of Anfield. Next, we have Mohamed Salah, arguably Liverpool's most important player over the past few seasons. The Egyptian king has been a goal-scoring machine, and his ability to create and score goals has made him one of the best players in the world. Salah has been an absolute sensation for Liverpool, and his form hasn't slowed down. In fact, this season, he has been involved in 54 goals in just 45 appearances. With stats like that, it's no wonder he's a contender for the Ballon d'Or. But despite his incredible performances, Salah's contract situation has been a bit of a mystery. Would he stay at Liverpool, or would he seek a new challenge? Just like with Van Dijk, fans have been worried about Salah's future, especially since he's now 32 years old. As players get older, there's always a risk that they might move to another club or retire. So, what's the latest? David Ornstein has given us some good news on this front as well. He has confirmed that Salah is also likely to stay at Liverpool. The talks between Salah and the club have been going well, and like Van Dijk, it's now a case of when, not if, Salah will sign a new deal with the club. Liverpool has been confident throughout that they will keep Salah, and it looks like fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Salah himself has been keeping things quiet about the future, but it's clear that his goal is to continue playing at the highest level. He loves the club, and Liverpool fans love him right back. His performances on the field are still top-notch, and it's hard to imagine the team without him. So, what does this mean? Based on the updates, it looks like Salah will likely stay at Liverpool, and we can all look forward to seeing him play at Anfield for many more seasons to come. What about Trent Alexander-Arnold? While things look bright for Van Dijk and Salah, there's one more important player whose future is a bit more uncertain, Trent Alexander-Arnold. The right back has been a key figure for Liverpool in recent years. His ability to cross the ball and create chances for the team has been second to none. He's also an important part of Liverpool's tactical setup, often moving into midfield to create overloads. But despite his importance to the team, Alexander-Arnold's future at Liverpool is in doubt. According to David Ornstein, Alexander-Arnold is in the final stages of negotiating a move to Real Madrid. This is a huge shock for Liverpool fans, as the young Englishman has been a core part of the team for so long. What does this mean for Liverpool? Well, if Alexander-Arnold does leave, it would be a major blow. He's not only a top-quality player, but also a player who embodies the spirit of the club. Losing him would be a massive loss for Liverpool, especially if it's to a rival like Real Madrid. It's important to note that Alexander-Arnold has not publicly confirmed his intentions yet. He hasn't said much about the rumors linking him to Real Madrid, so we can't be entirely sure what his next move will be. But based on the reports, it seems that he might be on his way out. What does this all mean for Liverpool? So, what does all of this mean for Liverpool fans? In short, the future of the club looks secure with Van Dijk and Salah staying, but there is some uncertainty surrounding Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk and Salah have been two of the club's most important players over the years. Their leadership, skill, and consistency have been vital to Liverpool's success. With both players likely to stay, it seems that Liverpool will continue to be strong contenders in the Premier League in Europe for the foreseeable future. On the other hand, losing Alexander-Arnold would be a tough pill to swallow. He's one of the best right-backs in the world and a player who has been with Liverpool since he was a boy. If he does leave, Liverpool will need to find a replacement who can match his quality and influence on the game. But for now, let's focus on the positives. Van Dijk and Salah are likely to stay, and their leadership and quality will help keep Liverpool competitive. Fans can breathe easy knowing that these two stars are committed to the club. What's next for Liverpool? As fans, we can only hope that Alexander-Arnold will stay and continue to develop at Liverpool. However, if he does leave, it will be a challenge for the club to find a suitable replacement. But with Jurgen Klopp at the helm, we have to believe that Liverpool will find a way to keep moving forward. The future of the club looks promising, with Van Dijk and Salah ready to continue their journey with Liverpool. The club has a strong foundation, and as long as they keep their key players in place, there's no reason why they can't continue to compete at the highest level. Final thoughts. So, will Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah stay at Liverpool? The answer seems to be yes, which is fantastic news for the club and its fans. But what about Trent Alexander-Arnold? His future is still up in the air, and only time will tell where he will play next season. One thing is for sure, Liverpool's future remains bright, and no matter what happens with Alexander-Arnold, the club has some of the best players in the world in Van Dijk and Salah. What do you think about the future of Liverpool? Will Van Dijk and Salah extend their contracts? What about Alexander-Arnold? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for reading, and stay tuned for more updates on the Reds.